Good afternoon, one and all. It is a great honor to introduce our honorable guest, Mr. Sharad Gupta, Chief Executive Officer, 10kya.com. Sir has successful and cross-functional expertise in e-commerce, telecom, and IT industries in India. He is an entrepreneur by nature with strong technical knowledge. Sir has led many successful startups and greenfield launches. He has successfully handled, as of 2013, sales for 14 years, marketing for 4 years, and customer service for 9 years in leading organizations like HCL, PCL, Bharti Mantra Online, Airtel, and Etisalat, etc. Mr. Gupta is the founder and CEO of India's first fashion store, www.10kya.com, which he founded with two of his friends 2 years ago. 10kya.com is a product of the founder's passion and offers customers in India. While Sir is an accomplished professional and with rich experience of over 30 years in sales, marketing, and customer care in leading companies such as Airtel, Etisalat, etc. He is also a keen photographer, tracker, skier, and currently he works as the CEO and additionally looks after the portfolio of CTO and CMO for 10kya.com. Sir is spearheading as director and CEO the startup company's foray into diverse yet fast-growing industries, that is e-commerce and e-learning. He also had specific functions as Chief Marketing, that is CMO, and Chief Technical, that is CTO. This is a company founded by some senior and prominent professionals and business people. The company will leverage the strength of its top management gained through a 15 years experience in last decades. Fastest growing industry, that is telecom, in managing scale and managing rapid growth. MPEDPL launched in February 2013 its first venture in the form of an e-retail store, that is www.10kya.com. This online retail store deals in movies, music, games, mobiles, gadgets, watches, books, sports goods, apparel, etc. In the first 45 days of launch, 10kya.com has moved from 150,000 positions to 12,000 on Alexa ranking as of June 2013. With over 1% daily conversion rate, 10kya.com has done a business of close to 5 million Indian rupees in first 120 days. Close on heels of this e-commerce venture, MPEDPL is set to launch a unique skill development and educational venture that will focus on B2C customer market. May I now invite our esteemed guest, Mr. Sharad Gupta, to share his experiences. Sir, the podium is all yours.
The bright young students of BITM, I hope you are still bright at 4 p.m. You listen to many old people like me, maybe younger than me, but so far as in terms of number of hair and color of hair, but I'm younger than them. So, guys, do you want to me to shut up for about half a minute or 1 minute, and you want to stretch a little bit? You've been sitting, very straight on the chairs. I know it's a very disciplined institute because nobody sleeps in this in these sessions here. You want to take a break? All right. Friends, I would have tripped over the wire just now, and long time back when I joined my sales for the first time, my trainer and my boss, he taught me to trip over clients' carpets. He said it's a very good sales technique because every client receives 50 salesmen every day. If you trip over his carpet, he'll remember you forever. So it would have been good because then you would not have forgotten me. The guy who tripped over the cable. Friends, Dr. Zuckerberg invited me and to be here and to talk about a little bit about my life. As she said, it's learning from the leaders. Let me tell you, I'm not a millionaire. I mean, I was a millionaire. I mean, millionaire in terms of dollars. I was, but I blew it up. So, I mean, normally when you say learning from the leaders, you get 21 years olds or 19 years olds who made a fastest million, in 6 months or 1 year. Or you meet 50 years olds like me who have made $1 billion, right, 5,000 crore rupees in their lives, and they come to tell you something about themselves and you'll learn from them. I am the guy who made $1 million and blew up half of it in last 2 years. So why am I here? And what am I talking about? About my life? All right, I'm here because I'm a risk taker. I'm a thrill seeker. And I'm very passionate. Now, here? Here? Okay. So what? So what if I am a risk taker? So what if I seek thrill? So what if I am passionate? What's in it for you? I also make great leaders. In last 30 years, people who worked with me, many of them, I'm very proud to say, are today higher than me in corporate ladder. They are sitting at very high positions. They still have a lot of respect and regard for me. And, well, God willing, I might be here looking for some people come the end of the year. So that's what in it for you. So if you get to work with me, one thing you'll be sure of, you'll learn how to take risks, you'll learn the meaning of passion, and you'll become a great leader. So first things first, what is risk? Why risk? I'll ask you a few questions. Imagine you have your first 10,000 rupees. You have only 10,000 rupees. And you have to keep it somewhere. Where will you keep it? I'm going to ask questions, right? Because I don't have too much to say, right? So 50% time is yours, 50% time is mine. Those who answer well, first of all, I mean, it's a large crowd. Some people have to get into my eyes so that when I'm here, end of the year, I can pick them out. Hey, you answered a question. That's a very big plus. And I also have 500 rupee vouchers in my bag to give 10 vouchers, which will get distributed. Dr. Zuckerberg will need that bag here. I forgot. Right? So you need to answer. So if you have only 10,000 rupees, where will you keep it? Hey, I need raise of hands. Okay, raise of hands. In your bank, in saving bank or FD? Saving bank. Why? 3-4%? It's only for your first 10,000. All right. That's a good answer. You need to give your name to me. Surbhi gets first voucher of 500 rupees shopping at daskia.com. See, that's how easy it is. What are you raising your hand for? I've got to. No, correct answer is found. Now 10,000 becomes 10 lakhs. Now, this 10 lakhs, where will you keep it? Yeah, that guy. 10 lakhs into stock market. Why? Sure. Double. Take mine. In how much time? Okay, I'll give you 500 rupees voucher, but you have to give me a promissory note of doubling my 10 lakhs if I give it to you. How do I give the knowledge? If I knew, I wouldn't have blown up half my $1 million. Yeah. 10 lakhs. Is 10 lakhs enough for multiple investments? Yeah? Okay, now, all right, so you have 5 lakhs. What happened to it? I think I pressed the wrong button. Just keep it to that. Oh, yeah, big hand.
So, mutual funds.
Huh?
I will invest in mutual funds.
Future funds.
Yes,
Why future funds?
because I don't have the right knowledge of markets, but I'll be investing in mutual funds who will be having a proper knowledge of it.
Right, so it's less risky than.
Yeah, as compared to market.
All right, you got 1 crore now. 1 crore. 1 crore. 1 crore. I can't hear. Real estate. Why real estate? But why not saving bank? I mean, 10,000, she said 10,000 she'll keep in a saving bank account. Why will you not keep 1 crore in a saving bank account? No, but there's a risk. Share, I mean.
No, sir. Same.
I'll come back to you. You'll buy gold because it's less risky. 1 crore worth of gold. All right, yeah.
So if it is 1 crore, I may buy 2 flats and rent it out because I'll get continuous, payback out of that.
But your flats might become half the price in 5 years.
So why would they become? If I buy a house in a metro city like Mumbai or Delhi, why would they,
They do become. In US, it happened.
So, but then out of the
Why
rent,
not?
I can liquidate.
Okay, why will you not keep it in a saving bank account?
The savings, because the weightage of the profits I get by keeping it in a savings account is much lesser than what I would get if I invest it.
Okay.
Sir.
All right, those 3 hands and right. Don't shout. Okay.
Hello.
Okay.
Sir, I will invest it. I will hold my own business. I will create my travel agency for the Brush Corolla, which will be Speed Private Limited.
No, I said okay. Great. Hey, just a little silence. I think my question is on the risk. Okay. See what is on the board. Okay, why risk? What is risk? So my point is, if you have 10,000 rupees, you'll keep it in saving bank because you might need the money. Okay, you need liquidity more than interest. Okay, if you had 10 lakhs, you might go into a little bit of share market, and because again it's liquid, money comes back very fast. There is some risk, but there are high returns, so you can risk some money, right? If you had 1 crore, now you are willing to risk, okay, into going into business, which is the highest risk, or invest in share market, second highest risk, or invest in real estate, little less, still high risk, gold, okay, little less, Still high risk because it was 32,000, it's come to 27,000 now, so value of money goes down. But you're not willing to put it, one thing is, you're not willing to put it in a saving bank account which gives you 4%, the 1 crore, right? 4% is sure there is no risk. But you're saying 4% is not good enough. I might as well take risk. If I have 1 crore, I might as well take risk because like you said, if it is not risky, it is not worth it. Saving bank account is not risky. It's 4%, gives you assured. Your 1 crore comes back next year, comes with 4 lakhs more, sure. But it's not worth it, right? So you've got to take some risks in life. And I said I am a risk taker. So one voucher will go to Vikrant. You'll note down. Surbhi and Vikrant. So where was this? I'll have to be careful with this. It jumps too. So how, I mean, so you said if it's not risky, it's not worth it, right? Are you correct? I mean, are you right? I mean, so what is so special if I say I am a risk taker? You are all risk takers. So, you know, why am I standing on the stage and talking to you? Huh? We are right. We are all risk takers. As babies, we start as risk takers. We put our fingers in a plug. Yeah? Okay, jump into the fire. I jumped into ice cold Chenab river in Jammu when I was a child because I thought, you know, I'll naturally float. Somebody rescued me, that's why I'm here today. Right? We start risky as babies. Then we are taught, you know, take risk capsules, chote, you know, 20 milligram of risk. From the time you are babies, there is a risk in crawling, there is a risk in walking. So parents say, no, take that risk. Okay? But there is a risk in playing with fire, there is a risk in jumping from stairs. So don't take that risk. Okay? So take small risks, don't take big risks. Why? Because parents love us, don't want us hurt, okay. But there is also bigger design. There is also bigger, you know, conspiracy. This capsule is a big conspiracy of the society because they want us to walk. They don't want us to run. They want us to jump but not take a leap because somebody's got to do work for those handful of entrepreneurs, for those handful of leaders who've taken that leap, and rest of us have to be their servants. I mean corporate executives, sorry, I mean politically incorrect word, not servant, corporate executives. Wait, it jumps. My video is not playing, but okay. Now, why do again? One question, one voucher will go. That voucher will be given only if everyone keeps quiet, raises their hands, and I choose who I like. I will point out to that person. If they give a correct answer, one correct answer, because there is no correct answer to why here, I will give a voucher. But if you make noise, nobody gets it. Yeah? So why does the society, our parents, our friends, well-wishers tell us, don't take risks, take small risks. You can walk, but you can't play with fire. Why? All right, this is one hand. Very poor response. 2, 3, guy at the back. Right at the back, yes.
They are worried about the future, like what will happen if something goes wrong.
Yeah, so the fear of losing what you have. But you didn't have the fear of losing 1 crore, you had a fear of losing 10,000 rupees. You keep it in saving bank, but 1 crore, you want to open a travel agency with it? And there are millions and millions of travel agencies. Okay, so there is some science to risk. I said I am a risk taker, and you know the science of risk. Will you teach me afterwards on like how much, when to take risk and when not to take risk? Is there any science to it?
Sir, for an example, if I want to start a business by myself, my parents won't invest for my cause or something like that, because they are living in a stable society, they are leading a stable life, and they don't want to take a risk while investing.
Yeah, stable.
They don't
Stable
trust
is a
me.
good. Stable is a good word. Stable.
Yeah.
Nobody wants to disturb the stability.
Yes, sir.
Status quo.
Yes, sir.
Yeah.
Yes, sir. And
Jahan hai
maybe-
वैसे रहो. My maid is happy that her daughter will become a maid, and I'm happy that my son will become an executive. Yeah. And you know, Ambanis are happy that their son will become an Ambani.
Yes, sir.
So you know, status quo.
Yes, sir.
Good answer. You get a voucher. I hope this video plays. Why is the video not playing? It's a dot move. No, it's a dot move, so it's not coming up only. Dot move चलता है?
It will be
QT?
on this thing. No?
Hmm?
It will be on a separate location, no?
No, it's on the hard disk.
Yeah, that's what. Directly played.
You got a dream, you got to protect it.
Lights off for a few seconds.
You can't do something themselves. I want to tell you, you can. You want something, go get it.
This is a small video, but you can have the light on.
You got a dream, you got to protect it. You can't do something themselves. I want to tell you, you can. You want something, go get it.
This clip is from Pursuit of Happiness. Very famous movie all of us have seen, right? But the keyword here is people, when they can't do something themselves or don't have the guts to do it, they don't want you to do it also, because it upsets not the stability but the status quo. It makes them feel small. Okay? Every rat tries to pull down the other rat. Okay, all right. So essentially, people are risk averse, and since I said I will relate a bit to my life, and you can think back and see if your life has been similar. Is this the slide, or was there? This is the first slide, right? You can go to the next one.
This one, next slide.
No. Yeah, discovers. So how do people dissuade? How do people dissuade? How do they tell you not to take a risk? Huh? You can read, it's not a quiz. Like, mother says, beta, सीढ़ी से छलांग मत मारो, चोट लग जाएगी. So, whose side is she on? On the child's side, no? तुम्हें चोट लग जाएगी, right? But when the child wants to jump, she says, okay, jump from the first step and I'll hold you. Huh? The child says, I want to take more risk. Go to the second step. Then she says, I'll hold your hands and now jump, देखो कितने से jump किया, she won't let him fall. She'll try to make him believe that he jumped or she jumped, but when the child goes to the 5th or 6th step, mother not looking and jumps, then is the mother on the side of the baby or running the baby down? You can't do it. ये तुम्हारे बस की चीज नहीं है 5वीं से जंप मारना. बट मम्मी वो मेड का बच्चा तो मारता है, वो मेड के बच्चों को अलग अलग चीज है. वो पक्के हो जाते हैं लाइफ में. ये तुम्हारे हमारे बस की बात नहीं है, राइट? सो फर्स्ट people dissuade you by being on your side, then they dissuade you by running down your self-esteem. Somebody else can do it, but you can't do it. Right? Next, I can do this. So, so I'll go back to my life in various flashbacks. This was in class 10. Okay, we didn't have class 12 that time. We had class 10 boards. I got very high marks. I got some merit list or something. And then I wanted to go to college, and I wanted to take geography because I liked geography. I thought I'll become a geographer or oceanographer, like that. And people said, you are a bright student. Arts is for average is just a politically correct word because I put a star there. The duffers. That's what my father said. So duffers. So those of you who took arts, please, that was my father saying it. It's not a comment on your ability. So, for you, science. Now I said, since when is geography art? What is so artistic about geography? It's science. But anyway, nobody heard me. So it's science. So medical or non-medical. In my class 10, I had got a frog and I couldn't take it. The beating heart is a live, frog pinned. I still remember. Okay, so I had a problem with PCB, physics, chemistry, biology. I also had fear of maths, so I had a problem with PCM also. But then everyone said, let him take PCM because in biology he might puke in the practicals or he might faint. Maths में कम से कम faint तो नहीं होगा. Okay, it jumps. Why does it jump? Okay. Now in college, little flashback too. BA first year, I saw a notice in college saying there is a rock climbing course in Western Himalayan Mountaineering Institute, which is almost free. I had to pay some 10-20 rupees, which was less than the bus ticket from Chandigarh to Manali. And I had always wanted to be into adventure sports. I'd never been into adventure sports, except playing cricket, which every Indian does, and still we lose. So everyone said, what did they say to me? Now this is a quiz. What would they say to me or to you if you wanted to go for a rock climbing course in the middle of your studies? Quiz. Raise hands. All right. Yes. Yes. Right. So they are on your side. Your studies will be spoiled. You will break a hand, arm or leg or neck. All right. And ear will be spoiled. And you still insist, no, mujhe jana hai. Because somebody else is also going.
They again say no, we can't. But if we'll say on persisting, then they'll say do whatever you want to do and don't come to us after that if something happens.
Yeah, so they'll wash their hands off, or they'll say what they said to me. I'm a Gupta, I'm a Baniya. जैसे बनियों के बस की बात नहीं है ये. Right? तुम बनिए हो, पढ़ाई लिखाई करो, दिमाग बनियों का दिमाग होता है, ये राजपूतों और उनके लिए रहने दो, पहाड़ चढ़ोगे बड़े. So जब आप when you don't agree with them being on your side, they start running you down. So you get a voucher. Your name? Shivani Singh Chauhan, VIMM. 4 vouchers gone, 6 left. Right. So that's what they said to me. Next one. Can you press next? Flashback 3. Little later in college, I said I want to, and everyone was saying, "Beta, आप civil services की preparation करो, science तो की नहीं तुमने, chartered accountancy की कोशिश कर लो, bank PO का पढ़ाई करनी शुरू कर दो, So I said, नहीं मुझे तो army में जाना है. So what did they say to me? It's not a quiz, but you can still talk. What did they say to me? बनिए फौज में नहीं जाते. हाँ, वो बिकॉज आई वाज इन चंडीगढ़, सारे जट, ये जट्टों के साथ में रह के ना इसका दिमाग भी जट्टों जैसा हो गया है. Right? Yeah. Anybody else wanted to add something? Otherwise, we'll move forward. Yeah. So this is what they said to me. बेटा सिविल सर्विसेज में जाओ, हाँ, स्टेटस मिलेगा, सर्वेंट, सिविल सर्वेंट, हाँ. हाँ, नहीं, अरे ये तो बात अलग है कि इन माय फैमिली कोई दहेज प्रथा नहीं है, ठीक है. अच्छी बीवी तो छोड़ो, दहेज अच्छा मिलेगा. When I went to the army, दिल्ली में एक वो दिल्ली में मैरिज ब्यूरोज हैं. They draw up a list of professions which get which is a dowry list. Army didn't appear in that list. I mean, civil services, chartered accountants, like top, okay. Corporate executives भी कुछ नीचे ही थे उस टाइम, आजकल ठीक है, But army तो लिस्ट में नहीं थी. खैर, that was not a problem with us, because, but I'm not talking about my parents alone, I'm just talking about the world. My mother, on the other hand, used to say, मेरे 2 बेटे हैं, एक को देश पे कुर्बान करना है. मैं कहा कुर्बान क्यों करना, मतलब, why me? बड़ा भी तो है. So anyway, she had no problem in me going for rock climbing or going to the army, and that's why I went. But I said, you don't join the army to go Qurban. I mean, it's a profession, you join a profession, right? And you can serve the nation as a civil servant or as a chartered accountant. You're serving the nation as a soldier, but it's a profession I like, because it's outdoors, it keeps you fit, and those are my reasons. Anyway, the next one. Flashback 4. I was 24, 3 years into a job with 2 top corporates of that time, DCM Limited and HCL. And I was bored of working under average people. Read? Average? I didn't say it. If my boss here, if any of my old bosses here, I didn't say it. The average people, I was also an average person. Because you have to keep on saying, boss, I've learned so much from you in 3 years because you joined as a management trainee. Sir, you are so great. I have my learning, learning my foot. So I wanted to be an entrepreneur. And what did they say? Now this is a quiz. Vouchers will be lost if you make noise. Yeah, okay, why? But why did they say don't go into the army? Because I was a, and then now they're saying don't go into business? Because I was a baniya? No, because baniyas must go into business. Yeah, you're right. I mean, I'll come back, huh? Yeah. All right, he's taken an initiative. ओए बनियों के ऊपर उंगली नहीं उठाना, बनियों के ऊपर उंगली उठती है तो हम तोड़ देते होते हैं बनिए हैं.
सर
हाँ मुच्छा होते करके.
Sir, they will say that if you want to be an entrepreneur, then you should have your own money. They will not pay the money for the business.
No. Even if I had my own money, वो बर्बाद करने के लिए तो नहीं है, right?
Yes, sir.
बेटा शादी करनी है, हाँ?
Yes, sir. Then they will say कि
come.
They will say to save the money, to save your money and keep it with you. And in future you will need that. Sometime.
Yeah, correct. So you be my father. Okay now, and I'll be the son. I'll say, Papa, I don't want to get married. मुझे पैसों की जरूरत नहीं है. मुझे business करना है. फिर क्या करोगे? अभी तक तो you are on my side. How will you run me down?
Sir, they won't allow you.
Because you've been in government job for last 30 years, 40 years, and I want to go into business. So what will you say to me? Yeah.
Sir, if playing your dad, नहीं सर, बोल लो.
हाँ.
And I'm playing your dad. बेटा किसी के अंडर काम कर रहे हैं, पता है 28-30 तारीख को पैसे आ जाने, अपना बिजनेस करोगे, कोई श्योरिटी नहीं है.
कोई श्योरिटी नहीं है. नहीं, but
लड़की कौन देगा?
But इतने लोगों ने अपना बिजनेस कर रहे हैं. मेरा एक फ्रेंड है, उसके फादर का भी बिजनेस है, वो भी बिजनेस में गया है, वो बिजनेस कर रहे हैं ना, वो तो उनको भी तो पैसे मिलते हैं.
बेटा अपन सर्विस क्लास से, वो बिजनेस क्लास से, उनके खून में है.
You get a voucher because it's not for people like us. है ना? It is not for people like us. Earlier, Fauj was not for people like us because we were baniyas. हमारी फैमिली में कभी कोई फौज में नहीं गया, तू कैसे फौज में चला जाएगा? I was the first one who went. And now I'm a baniya. Baniya can go into business, but now we are service class. So it's not for people like us. Service class तो पैसे गंवाती है. तो तुम सर्विस क्लास से आए हो, सर्विस क्लास में रहो. Like he said, maintain the status quo. Yeah. How much is the time? Flashback 5:49. 2 years back, I lost my job. 49. I lost my job. I wanted to be an entrepreneur, and now they said what? My parents were long gone. Yeah. You are. You're so right. You know what? I want to cry. I'm getting depressed. किसी की एज के बारे में ना कभी ऐसे रिमार्क नहीं करे होते.
You're young sir, 30
हाँ ठीक है. Now I need a video to play now after this. So once people try to dissuade, okay, you defy. If you are a risk taker like me, if you are not, good. I mean, you'll have a great life as a servant, civil or private. So you defy. Then what? Can you play a video?
Scary. Every movement is critical, knowing that one small mistake could literally be fatal.
Once more.
Attempting to ride in a place that nobody has is exhilarating and scary. Every movement is critical, knowing that one small mistake could literally be fatal.
So, coming back to my life, and the first flashback, this is second scene of first flashback. I took science because they said you are a bright student. I took science, pursued it for 2 years, and second year failed in maths because I couldn't understand calculus. I still can't understand calculus. My son can, so he's in a engineering college. That's fine, but I couldn't understand. I asked the teacher, ये sine, tangent, cotangent होता क्या है? These are signs. These are Greek and Latin signs. You have to not question them. You have to learn them. I said, this is not God we're talking about. No, you can't question God. Science has to have some. Where will I use it in my life? You say, without calculus, you cannot measure the distance from here to the stars. I said, but I don't want to measure the distance between here to the stars. So nobody could teach me the practical aspect of it, and I couldn't understand it. So I failed. And they said, हाँ? संगति खराब है, कॉलेज की हवा लग गई. One. Okay. All right. Okay, we'll give a voucher. You promise to be silent and raise hands. Raise hands. I'll scan the room. One. Okay, that's a very buland hand. Yeah, you, the girl. Yeah, especially if you are seen as a girl, you're gone. They said, first, they tried to kill me by saying that you're a bright student. Now they try to kill me by saying you're a duffer. Huh? First they closed all my options by saying that you are bright, you are merit list. Now they're saying, इसको तो कुछ आता नहीं है. इसको, my father said, इसको दुकान खोल देते हैं. Anyway, life goes on. Next one. In college, I went for rock climbing. Okay, I went for rock climbing because my mother said, "Ja, tu beta ja," And the moment you come out of dissuasion, people are dissuading you by being on your side or by running you down. Now, if you survive that, and you defy, and somebody says, okay, karo jo karna hai. What happens then? क्या होता है? Fear. Correct. किसने बोला? You said, okay, you haven't got a voucher yet? You get a voucher. How many you got? 6. Sixth one, right. You get a voucher. Fear. Because now you are on your own. अब कोई बचाने वाला नहीं है. अब आपने डिसीजन ले लिया है कि मुझे रॉक क्लाइंबिंग करनी है. और मम्मी ने बोला ठीक है, तेरे पापा से पैसे छुपा के रखे थे, ले और जा. And you take a bus from Chandigarh all alone, nobody else. Your friends are also are not going with you, and you are all of 19 years old, and you've never been on a rock. You know, it's a very scary situation. And you know कि गिरे और टांग टूटी तो गए. हाँ, फिर फादर ने बोला, देखा, कहा था, जब बच्चा था तब भी कहा था आग में हाथ मत डालो जल जाएगा, तब भी हाथ जलाया था, अब भी टांग तुड़वा के आ गया. बेटा इस साल अगर पास नहीं हुए तो अगले साल फीस नहीं दूंगा. हाँ? I was very scared. I was terrified and became a butt of jokes, trembling on the rocks, trembling, you know. And what did the people, you know, other people from Punjab, the judges who had come, what did they say? Baniya. So there were some Pahadis who were natural, and there were some judges, you know, who don't know fear. Okay. और ज़्यादा तैश में नहीं आया ना, right? And here I was, trembling on the rocks. But anyway, I passed that somehow, 8 days of rock climbing. I passed it. All right, next one. I joined Indian Military Academy from college. I topped the country in the merit list of cadets to join Indian Military Academy. But as I went there, I broke a leg. After a year in the academy, I broke a leg. And then I broke it second time, then I broke it the third time in 6 months' time. And, you know, academy sent me back out as a medical category, low category, because my knee still has a problem. I came back home and they said, बोला था तुमसे नहीं हो पाएगा क्योंकि तुम बनिए हो, क्योंकि तो हमारी फैमिली से आज तक फौज में गया नहीं है. हाँ? दो साल खराब कर लिए ना, है ना? बात नहीं. Because now they want you to now not defy ever again. They want it to be your last lesson in life. They is not my parents alone. I mean, let their, you know, may their souls rest in peace. It's not my parents alone. It's the entire ecosystem. My friends, my family, my cousins, my aunties, uncles, buas, mausis, mausas, chachas, chachis, and what have you. We have so many relationships in India, you know. And everyone said, इससे cousin को देखो, एक chartered accountant है, एक doctor है, दो engineer है, you know. और वो देखो कितने अच्छे से settled हैं, इतने अच्छे अच्छे रिश्ते आ रहे हैं उनके. अब इसका क्या होगा? कुंवारा मरेगा. At 24, I started a telecom company, which at that time was half the turnover of Bharti. Bharti was 10 crores, we were 5 crores. And we ran it for 2.5 years. But it was fairly successful. We started making some money also after it. And we invested only 5,000 rupees and broke even in the third month. But till 24th month, we were just breaking even, not taking money home. Then 25th, 26th month, we started making money. And then some big money was expected. And then one of the partners, who was actually not working at all, but he was a big guy, somebody in Delhi Stock Exchange, knew something about corporate life that we didn't know. And he took over the company and threw me out. So I established the company. I was 24, he was 29. His uncle was Delhi Stock Exchange, chairman, and they knew things that I didn't know about corporate structuring and things of that sort. So they took over the company, and I had no money at that point. It was 24, 25 months. I had already got married at 24. It was a love marriage, Kumara Marega didn't get proven right. Because when you develop certain qualities as a man, there's always a woman to love you. She's feeling very shy. So I got married just at 24, and I got married, and a month later I started this business. At 26, I had no money. I had blown up my wife's savings, and no money meaning I didn't have money for next day's food. Yeah, that kind of no money. My wife's salary had already been blown up. She was working, and we didn't have money for next day's food. So I had to go to my father and borrow 50 rupees. कहा था यही होता है ना. देखो वो बिजनेस वाले हैं, उनको पता है. तुमने कंपनी चलाई, दिन रात लगाए. हाँ. मतलब कुछ कहावत भी होती है, मतलब कोई करे सेवा, कोई खाए मेवा, ऐसे कुछ Anyway, 5th month in establishing Daskya.com, 5th month, we had given our contract to an IT company who took 4 months to make the site, and they were making very slow progress. Something was getting made, then remade. After 5 months, exactly after 5 months of starting, on 10th of December, they did something, 8th of December, and everything crashed. There was no site. You go www.daskya.com, it was 404, error not found. And then this company stopped responding to us. They wouldn't take their phone calls, they wouldn't answer their emails. It was out of their depth. It's not that we had not paid them, okay, it was out of their depth. And we are not technical people, we are from telecom, we are not from e-commerce. And we went back to other companies who were looking for our contract. They said, we'll take another 5 months. You got to start from zero. Now, another 5 months without doing business. Already, we were 2 months. We said we'll start on Diwali. This is December now. So everyone said, बोला था ना, है ना, बोला था ना, because this is what, because the moment your defiances come in, they still wanted me to learn. I had not learned from when I was 19, then I didn't learn when I was 24, now they wanted to teach me at 49. बोला था ना, अभी जॉब ढूंढो, चुपचाप कंपनी बंद करो, जॉब ढूंढो. Phase 3, when you fail, you need to play a video again. When you fail, at that point of time, how do you get back? Next slide.
Where I went off the second cliff, and then when I looked down, I was just like, oh, there's my bike. From a distance, everything looks awesome. When you stand here, this place presents a whole new set of challenges. Marbly rocks, wind-packed dirt, 6-inch spines that close out to almost nothing. It's going to be pretty complicated. Dropping in after almost dying is rowdy. Your hands are shaking, your adrenaline peaking. It's just scary.
Because if you are passionate, if you believe in what you did, then you know why you did it, right? People at the back? Yeah? What is passion? Passion is not what you do. Passion is not I play tennis, that's my passion. Passion is not photography, I do photography, that's my passion. It's why you do it. Correct. But it's not a quiz, huh? So don't expect a voucher from me. So why you do it? So what I did led to the failure, not why I did it. Why I did it was still there. It is there in my core. It defines me. It is who I am. When somebody asks me, introduce yourself in an interview, or when I ask people, the difference between my answer and their answer is, says, I am so and so, my name is Sharad Gupta, as if I did something for it, my parents kept it. It could have been Radhesham Gupta. So what's the big deal? I am a graduate in geography, and I was a vice president in Airtel. But that's not who I am. Okay, who I am is I am a risk taker, I am a thrill seeker, I am a passionate person. Whatever I do it if I believe in it. If I have a why I should do it, then I do it. And then I bloody well do it. And I can fail. And I can come back and still do it. So learn from the mistakes and do it differently. That's what Deepak Chopra also says, no? Not Deepak Chopra, Shiv Khera. Huh? Winners don't do different things, they do. So do it differently. Doing differently meaning you work, then you rework. Okay? So back to 19, I gave up science, took up because I liked it, right? And I taught the university in geography because I liked it. It gave me thrill to read geography, to study geography. And geography is a vast subject. Next one. I kept going back to Western Himalayan Mountaineering Institute, Manali, did 4 more courses, and the second got higher marks, and the final one I got distinction with recommendation for advanced course in mountaineering. Okay, and mountaineering includes rock climbing and everything, so I overcame my fear. Okay, because the first time I went, it was a calling from inside, but perhaps there was too much of overconfidence that I will do it well. Okay, so when I got onto the rock first time, I was overconfident. At the moment I realized it's difficult, okay, I suddenly lost faith in myself. The second time I went, I was already afraid, because it's not wrong to be afraid. Fear is good. When you know your fear, then you can face it. Then I could climb the rocks, still as afraid and as terrified, but accepting that fear, being one with my terror. Use my IMA training, went to DCM, met their board for a management training interview, and they said, everyone here is an MBA from a top institute. In 1985, DCM was, management training was rated as a very high level program. So all top institutes, MBAs used to come. So you're not an MBA, you can't come as a management trainee. So I said, I've been trained for 2 years to lead 40 men to war. If you are looking for leaders, tell me a better leader that your MBA can be. I've been trained to lead 40 men to war and prevent them from dying. And the board said, okay, you are in. So, sometimes failures, if you don't fail ourselves, failure is an incident. Failure is not me. I didn't fail. Failure was an incident that happened. It didn't define me. It was a happening, an incident. So I used it and went ahead. At the age of 29, I established another company. Now, without making any of the mistakes I did in the partnership and things not being on paper, we had a public limited company. We also had a public issue, okay? And then after some time, there was some change in regulatory environment, so we decided to sort of give it away. But we had the satisfaction of success at 29. And on December 10th, I told my partner, give me a month and let me see if these IT companies are saying they'll take 5 months, but we'll spend only 1 month more in this business. And this time, I'll try to make this site myself. In exact 30 days, I coded the site myself by asking the right questions on Google. I had no technical knowledge till that time. I didn't know where a website comes from, where does it, what is a web server? Not even that, where to start with, right? And so, when you believe in what you're doing, when you know why you're doing it, when you're passionate about it, there will always be ways to get back. I think we missed a video, or we replay it. Just go back.
Everything from riding down the hill to putting pressure on the pedals, it all relates to movement. It just turns into something where you're just like, you don't even think about it. You just do it.
Sequence a little bit, this should have come a little bit earlier, but that's what it is. I mean, if you believe, he fell and nearly died, got up, went down, 200 feet. Now that becomes a big deterrent कि अब दोबारा काम करना पड़ेगा. Presentation कभी-कभी crash हो जाती है, computer crash हो जाता है, सारा काम दोबारा करना पड़ेगा. Okay? Many of us tend to sort of leave it. That's not right. That's not believe in your passion. Rework, trudge up, and again face your fears, again come down. That's what he does. That's what I try to do. I'm not for once telling you that you start now, Parvati pe jaake chalang mar dena niche, or start cycling down from Sengar Fort. Okay, it's symbolic. If you believe in mountain biking, if that's your passion, for sure go and do it. But, starting a business, failing, restarting, going back is same as this. Same thrill, same fear, sometimes bigger fears. Okay? Because if all the money goes, where do the children go? Yeah? Next. Now, do you know Daskia.com? Now, how many people know Daskia.com? How many people? You know Daskia.com. Thanks a lot. You better know Daskia.com. Lizzie, you better know. Don't raise your hand. You better know. The 7 of you who came with us as summer trainees better know Daskia.com. Rest of you. It's not a quiz. It's not a quiz. So, Daskia.com is my passion. 10 stands for 10 में we call it 10 kya or 10 kya, that's your choice. 10 stands for 10 out of 10, full marks. And for us, our brand attributes come from the famous 10s, who are 10 is Tendulkar. His name is 10, he wears 10 jersey, and his dedication to sport, the way he's been playing dedicatedly, his dedication drives us. 10 comes from Nadia Comaneci. In 1976, she performed the first 10 out of 10 in gymnastics. So perfection from Nadia Comaneci. 10 is Maradona. Though there are lots of footballers, great footballers are 10. But Maradona, because he was very passionate, all emotional, not very cognitive, very emotive. So his passion drives us. And 10 comes from Bo Derek. Now Bo Derek, none of you will know, but you can go and Google Bo Derek. She was a heartthrob in 1970s. I don't want to say anything more. When you Google Bo Derek, you'll know what I mean. And Kya stands for, recommendation to customers, and the research we do, and whatever customers want, they want to discuss prices or etc. That's what Kya. Let's go. We say we are an online shop because we have a live salesperson that assists you like in a real shop, unlike all other big e-commerce sites. And we don't only sell products, we also sell photo tours, and soon we'll start adventure tours and other specialty tours also. So we'll sell adventure, we are selling adventure equipment, we'll also sell adventure tours. Next one. So when you enter our store, you can choose your passion. If you like fashion is a passion, then we have Western, Indian dresses, sunglasses and watches. If work is your passion or education, we've got books, we've got laptops, we've got mobile phones. If adventure is your passion, then camping, mountaineering, the works, kayaking, hobbies, fishing, skateboarding. So we see that human beings are nothing but their passion. Whether you've discovered it or not, inside something always drives us to a passion. And that's what we offer. Next one. A million page views, 250,000 email base, strong logistics, all couriers are tied up, payment gateways. We have a strong Alexa ranking. Somebody in my introduction said 12,000. It's actually 6,000 now. Okay. So next one. And our customers obviously are you people, young people, people in engineering colleges and management colleges, because all of them will get good jobs, and good salaries. And part of that salaries they can spend with us. So obviously we do a lot of promotions in colleges. Next one. We've done sponsorships at IIT Kharagpur, IIT Bombay, NIT Rourkela, Durgapur. So a lot of engineering colleges last year. This year we'll do some management institutes also. IIM Bangalore, IIM Ahmedabad are in for some promotions now this year. Not that we'll be hiring from there, but promotions. Next one. And these are, that's me on the left. That's my partner, Vinesh Ghai. Okay. And then some people are creative guy, our catalog head, our fashion and lifestyle head, accounts and technical. Next one. Coming back to the end, or let's say it was the beginning also, risk. We started with the risk. If risk is so good, why am I afraid? Next one. I've been terrified every moment of my life when I went for rock climbing or snow skiing or mountaineering or IMA or started my first business or started this business at 49. I've been terrified. So many nights, the cold fingers of fear crawl up here at night, at the back here, like this. ठंडी ठंडी उंगलियां, डर की. क्या होगा? लास्ट एफडी भी टूट गई, अब पीएफ आ गया, पीएफ भी जा रहा है, ये भी खत्म हो जाएगा, फिर घर बिक जाएगा, क्या पता बिजनेस सक्सेसफुल हो ही ना, फिर क्या होगा? Okay, but I've never let that fear come in the way of doing anything I wanted to do. Whether jumping off a cliff, which I've done, or doing rock climbing, or mountaineering, or hanging from overhangs 100 feet high, whether my hands were trembling. So that's what fear is good, fear is fine, and fear of dying or fear of being broke, those are not my fears. My fears are different. Next one. Yeah. Finished? Oh. Acha. This is the last one. Next. Can you play this? You play this is MP4. This is MP4. Your fear. Next one. What's your passion? I've told you mine, and this is something to reflect on. No vouchers on this, please. And anyway, I've overstepped my time. I just want you all, there's another slide, next slide. I just want you to repeat something in one voice. Okay? It's something about you, it's something about me. Yeah? Next one. Now just repeat after me. I can see that you are successful in all endeavors in your life. Thank you for doing it for me, and I'm doing it for you. Next one. I can see that I am successful in all endeavors in my life. So I was saying it for myself, you're saying it for yourself. Next one. Thank you. Thank you.